Okay, so what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a breakdown of what I'm expecting in the market going into this present week. And let's jump into the charts right now while I do that forecast. So kicking off right here, I've already done my analysis, and these are the pairs that I have a potential setup that I'll be looking to execute going into this week. So I'm just going to run you guys through of them, and also have in mind that some other potential setups might still play out during the week that I might execute that might not be in this weekly forecast. So this is just the forecast that are available right now before the market opens. And to this Sunday, that's the 26th of January 2025, and this is currently 12:10 a.m. So right here, starting off the bats, the first pair I have on my watch list is Euro AUD, and Euro AUD is a trade that I'm currently in right now, and it's running about 2 hours right now. That's about 2% profit because I'm currently risking 1% on my account. So I'm just going to give you guys a rundown of the trade and what propelled me into executing the trade. So if you look right here on Euro AUD, you can see that price took out this high, then it took out this low. Then after taking out this low, you can see that price pulled back up and pulled down, giving us this A-shaped recovery right here and giving us this liquidity which I expected price to sweep. Then I marked out this other block right here which is close to the liquidity, and as you can see, price pulled all the way back up, sweeping the liquidity and moving towards the downside. And I'm just looking to pull out 3R from this trade, currently running about 2R in profit right now. Yeah, about 2R. So I'm just looking to pull out 3R from this trade, and when the market open, let's just see how it goes. So the highest this could give me should just be a break even, because once it's 2R, I've already put on my break even on the trade. So the highest I could get from this is a break even, or price giving me my full profits. So that's it for Euro AUD. Now for Euro GBP, which is the next pair on my watch list. Now Euro GBP is a pair I'm looking to take a sell from. So this right here is my liquidity point, and if you look at this, price swept this high and it broke this low. Before breaking this low, you can see that price pulled all the way back up, then pulled down, giving us this liquidity right here, which I expect the price to sweep. Then after sweeping it, we should have a run to the downside, and this is just my entry point. That my take profit will just cover this high. Maybe I'll just give it like 15 pip each or so, then just like it 1:3. Yes, 1:3, and I'm out of the trade. Now I'm only going to execute this Euro GBP once the price takes out this low. Now the reason I want price to take out this low is for me to confirm that, okay, yes, the 4 hour has switched bearish. And the reason I want to confirm that is if price does not take out this low, I won't engage in this trade, because it's giving us an indication that, okay, price might want to continue its bullish trend, because currently the 4 hour is currently bullish. So once the price takes out this low, before I can say, okay, yes, are we looking to execute this trade? But if it doesn't take out this low, I'm not going to execute this trade. Now there's a buy setup that's kind of like that's kind of setting up right here, but I'm not interested in it because the daily 4 hour, the 4 hour is bullish, yes, and that is like the extreme of the leg, but the daily and the weekly is not giving me any reason to engage myself in that trade. I actually got in the trade, but after like rigorous analysis, I actually had to get out of the trade at a little bit of loss because I didn't like the setup at all. Now on the daily, you can see that price just took out this high. So after price takes out the high, obviously we expect the pullback. Now this is like way high in the leg, so we see as well that maybe at least price to pull back somewhere here, or just like at least just pull down a little bit deep down before continuing to the upside. So that's why any buys for now, I'm not interested in it. But as for sales, I'm interested in it because if you also look at the sell, it's also in like the premium zone of this leg. Yes, and there's like another block on the daily time frame right here. Even though it's just like a subtle other block, but there's another block right here that price could potentially tap into before running to the downside. And on the weekly, yeah, there's nothing much on the weekly, but the daily, the 4 hour is going to give me confluence when it takes out that low. I told you guys, but once it takes out that low, the daily, the 4 hour and 15 minutes has given me all the confluence I need to engage myself in this trade. Now going to the next pair, I don't think I have anything on GJ for you. So I had something last week on it, but I think I forgot to take this off my watch list here. I don't have anything on GJ, so I'm just going to remove this. Now the next is not Euro AUD, not Euro GBP. The next is Catchef. So if you look at Catchef right here, it's actually like a 1 hour setup if I'm not mistaken. No, not a 1 hour, it should be a 30 minutes. It's kind of a 15-minute setup here. It's a 15-minute setup. So if you look right here, price swept this high. After sweeping this high, price went on to break this low. But now before breaking this low, we can see that price pulled up and pulled down, giving us that A-shaped recovery, printing this liquidity. And I'm looking to take my entry off of this other block, which is very close to that liquidity. So once price pull all the way up, I will get in on the trade and look to just get my 1:3 and get out of the trade. Now if you go to the 1 hour time frame, sorry, the 4 hour time frame, you can see that on the 4 hour we are technically not bearish yet, because price just swept this low with this week. But now sweeping this low is giving us an indication that okay, this low might not hold. This low is technically weak, so price could eventually just come and break this low finally. So I'm looking to catch that move to the downside, and let's see what we have on the daily. So if you look on the daily also, you can see that price tapped into this other block, and from the other block it has been moving to the downside. So that's like enough confluence also for me to want to get involved in this trade. And if you also look here, it swept this liquidity that created this other block, so it's enough confluence for me to want to get involved on Catchef. So I have my eye on Catchef also. Now the next pair I have my watch list is ADJPY, and this is like a 4 hour setup. So this was a previous 4 hour setup on ADJPY that I obviously watched. I didn't execute it, but I watched the trade and it's been going decently well. But now price has created a potential entry point because price swept this low, broke this high, pulled back down, pulled up, giving us this V-shaped recovery right here, which is my liquidity point, and putting on this QMR right here. Once price comes back to this zone, I'm looking to get involved in this buy, because here on the 4 hour, you can see that price has broken this low and price has broken this high, so it has switch bullish right now. So price coming back here, it's just going to be probably the higher low, then looking to catch a higher high back to the upside. Then on the daily time frame, on the daily time frame, you can also see that here we are bullish on the daily time frame. Not technically bullish, we're in that's the sub-breaker structure. So we're in our sub-breaker structure, and we could eventually see price take out this high, but I'm not interested in all of that. My 1:3 is enough for me, but I'm just using it as confluence to justify why I'm going to take this buy. And if you can see, price tapped into this other block right here, swept this liquidity, and it's running. So price could still potentially come back down before continuing to push to the upside. So that's it for ADJPY. Now the next on my list is Euro NZD. This Euro NZD is like a 30-minute setup if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's a 30 minutes entry. Now I'm going to let me look at this from the 4 hour if I give you guys. Okay, on the 1 hour right here, so I'm going to show you guys what I saw. On the 1 hour right here, we can see that okay, price swept liquidity here, right? Now while price was sweeping that liquidity, if we go back to the 30 minutes, you can see that price broke structure here and broke structure to the downside again. Now after breaking these two structures, you can see that price pulled back up and pulled down, giving us this V-shaped recovery, A-shaped recovery, which is our liquidity. And currently this is our other block right here that is close to the liquidity. Now expecting price to pull the way back up into this other block and move to the downside. And as always, my 1:3 and I'm out of the trade. Then if you go to the 4 hour time frame, more confluences onto why I'm taking this trade. So on the 4 hour time frame, we are bearish. You can see that price took out this low, so this is my lower high and this is my lower low, and this setup is kind of like in the extreme of this my lower high, of this my current leg, this setup is kind of in the extreme. So I would love to see the setup play out, price just tag me in and give me my 1:3 and I'm out. Now also on the daily, you can see that on the daily we are bullish. Price just took out this high. After price takes out the high, we expect a retracement, so you can see that this daily time frame is kind of giving me that retracement. So the retracement of the daily time frame with the confluence of the 4-hour is bearish with the 30 minutes entry that we saw on the trade. So I'm also looking to get involved with this Euro NZD also. Now moving on to Euro JPY. This is also a 4-hour trade. Yes, Euro JPY, CAD JPY, AED JPY kind of have similar setup on all of them. So if you look here, price swept this low, broke this high. Now before breaking that high, price pulled down, pulled up, giving us this V-shaped liquidity right here, which I expect price to sweep. Then after sweeping this, it should tap into this QMR right here, then move to the upside. And on the 4-hour here, price also just switched bullish from this, so this could be the continuation of the bullish move to the upside. Now on the daily time frame, yeah, you can also see that we are also bullish on the daily time frame. Bullish in the sense of sub-record structure because we just took out this high now, and price tapped into this other block, and we can see that okay, ever since price hasn't taken out this high yet, so this might just be the catalyst for price to continue to push to the upside. So price could just eventually come back, tap into this, and continue moving to the upside. So that's like the confluence that I've built for Euro JPY. Now moving on, AED CAD. AED CAD is a very beautiful setup. It's also a 4-hour setup. So you can see that price swept this high, then broke this low. Then after breaking this low, we can see that, before breaking this low, we can see that price pulled up, pulled down, giving me this A-shaped liquidity right here, and this is the QMR very close to liquidity. So I'm expecting price to pull all the way up into this zone, then down to the downside. Now on AED CAD, we are bullish, but if you look at this, price just took out this high, and price is still pushing to the upside. So before price might eventually want to give us that retracement bar, giving us that our higher low, we'll see that price could get to this zone, then that retracement will be that 1:3 for that our potential higher low, or for that potential retracement. Then on the daily time frame, we could see that price is bearish. Price is bearish on the daily time frame. Took out this low, moving to the downside. So all confluences are aligning very beautifully. Let's see if there's anything on the weekly time frame. Nothing really on the weekly time frame, but yeah, the daily, the 4-hour, and the daily and the 4-hour, two higher time frame, giving me good confluence. It's enough reason for me to get involved in the trade. Now NZD JPY, similar setup that I had on Euro JPY and AED JPY that I just showed you guys. So on the 4-hour, price served this liquidity, broke the structure. Now before breaking the structure, we can see that price pulled down, pulled up, giving us this V-shaped recovery liquidity right here. Now same thing, I expect price to sweep this liquidity, tap into the zone, and run to the upside. And as you can see, this is like a break of structure on the 4-hour, so price is also bullish on the 4-hour. So this might just be the retracement and the continuation of the 4-hour leg. And also on the daily time frame, you can see that we are also bullish in terms of sub-record structure. We're also bullish on the daily time frame because price swept this high right here, and this is like the extreme of the sub-record structure leg. So obviously we expect this zone to hold, but it might not hold. It might still eventually fail because market is dynamic. But from backtested data, from previous data, we expect this leg to obviously hold, and just expect price to pull back into this and continue to the upside. Price might not even come back to any of these zones. This is just my speculation on the market based on my edge. Now the next pair that we have on the list is NZD CAD. Now I don't know, let's see if it's, I think there's a 1-hour setup, so that means it's a 30-minute setup. No, 30 minutes to 15-minute setup. Okay, here's a 15-minute setup. So you can see price of this liquidity, broke the structure to the upside. Now before breaking the structure, we can see that price pulled down, pulled back up, giving us this V-shaped recovery and printing this liquidity right here. So I expect price to pull all the way back down into this and continue to the upside. Now justifying this trade from the higher time frame. On the higher time frame, you can see that we are bullish. Price just took out this high right here. Now it took out this high. Price took out this high right here, then pulled down, then price just took out this high. So currently from here, there's that gun box too. So from here to here, from here to here is my current leg. Yes, and you can see this zone is in my discounted zone, so it's enough reason to get involved in this buy. And there's this huge other block right here that swept liquidity, beautiful. On the daily time frame, there's not really like a perfect picture, but what I just love that is giving me that extra confidence to get involved in this trade is this candlestick right here, I love the fact that it took out liquidity. Yes, this sell to buy liquidity, took that right here. So it's a very beautiful setup also. Now that's it for NZD card. Moving on to the next pair, we have AED-CHF. This is a 1 hour setup. Now on AED-CHF, you can see that this was the setup that I watched played out too, but I didn't get involved in it. But you can see price saw this liquidity, broke the structure. Now before breaking the structure, price pulled down, pulled up, giving us this V-shaped liquidity again. Now I expect price to come down, sweep this liquidity and pull to the upside. That gave me 1 into 3 and I'm out of the trade. Now let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we can see that we are bullish on the 4 hour because price just took out this high right here. So that might be the pullback, and that might be the price. The pullback might be what we get us into our entry point, and the continuation to the upside for the bullish move might be the move that will give us our 1 into 3. Now on the daily time frame, we also just switched bullish too. So we expect price to pull back and continue to the upside. So that might be the move. Now that's it for AED-CHF. So I have CAD JPY also right here. Similar setup with Euro JPY, AED JPY, and NZD JPY. Yeah. Now this is, yes, it's a 4 hour setup too, but you can also view it clearly from like the 1 hour, sorry, 2 hours if I'm not mistaken. Yes, you can view it clearly from the 2 hours. So you can see price swept this liquidity, sweeping this liquidity, broke structure to the upside. Then after breaking structure, price pulled down, pulled up, giving us this V-shaped liquidity. We expect price to sweep this liquidity and continue heading to the upside. Now for the 4 hour, what are the confluences I saw for me to get involved in this trade? Now you can see that price has obviously been on a bearish downtrend, but we can see that price just recently broke this low, broke this high, switching bullish, giving us that indication that price might want to continue buying, price might want to move to the upside. Now we just expect price to sweep this and potentially continue its move to the upside. Let's see if there's any confluence from the daily time frame. So from the daily time frame, yeah, we are bullish in terms of sub-record structure also, and price just starting to this other block right here. So this might be the catalyst for price to move to the upside also. Now the last pair on my watch list is NAS 100. So for NAS 100, I have a 15-minute setup. Yes, at 15-minute setup, you can see price swept liquidity, broke structure. Then before breaking structure, we can see that price pulled up, pulled down, give us this tight A-shaped liquidity, which I expect price to pull back up, sweep, and turn to the downside. So that's it for NAS 100. Now for the 4 hour, the confluence I saw, so we can see that price broke structure here. Now this was a bearish move, but now price has broken structure to the upside, showing us that price wants to continue bullish. But now this sell I'm trying to catch is just the retracement move, because obviously price can't just move to the upside straight up. You could do that, but we expect price to at least retrace, balance itself before continuing to the upside. Now if this move should come all the way down without tagging me on this entry, I will remove it, because if price is coming back up at that point in time, I expect it to just like take out this high, because we are not bearish. So it is more of like me trying to catch the early retracement. So I expect price to just pull up to this entry point before giving a deep pullback. But yeah, the market can do whatever it wants to do, and you can see that price starting to this forward block. And you can also consider that okay, this break of structure, you can also consider it as a sweep of liquidity. So that's just the setups I have currently for this week, and that will be it for today, guys. See you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.